What's up guys, it's Cody B Pyrotechnics, and today we are going to be doing a what's inside video where we take apart a firework. And this time we are doing the Your Tube shells, and this is a canister shell kit by T-Sky Fireworks. Now I have done several videos on these shells. I featured them in almost all of my displays, and they are probably one of my top 10 favorite canister shells on the market. My reasoning for that is because they actually have a mine shell inside of them up to a canister shell break, and they break really hard. And a lot of times the mine shell matches the effect in the air, so if the mine is crackle, it's going to be a crackling shell. It's pretty cool that they do that. I have never once taken apart one of these shells, and I cannot wait to see what's inside them because I want to see how they transition that mine into the break. So let's get right into dissecting these shells. Now the first thing that I want to do is weigh them. See which one is heavier. So we've got this set to grams. I hope you guys can see the number. If not, I'll just read it out loud. We gotta zero that. Okay. So this one here, the black one, is going to be 133 grams. Okay. Now that is before we've taken the powder out. So a lot of that's going to be clay weight. And this thing up here, this little plastic top, weighs quite a bit too. We'll put that on. That's 135 grams. So right around 135, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these are 140. I think we're gonna take apart the green one. So let's go ahead and get cutting into this thing. Now remember, first we should weigh the cup. That weighs 5 grams. I'm gonna zero that. One thing to remember is that the fuse itself counts as part of the full 60 grams in a canister shell. So we do have to weigh the fuse, we have to weigh the lift charge, the mine, and the brake. I'm just gonna take a guess here before I even start this. I'm gonna guess these babies are just loaded. I don't know, probably not overloaded, but you guys know what I mean. So first let's get that fuse in there. Fuse weighs nothing, are you kidding? That can't be right, hang on. Yeah, the fuse weighs nothing, that says 0. All right, let's get the lift charge out of the bottom first. And we're just going to dump that right into the cup. I do kind of want to see how these are constructed too, with that mine shell in there. So we're just going to dump that in. So we've got 7 grams so far in total. Now check this out. There is a paper plug here, or a cardboard plug. And then it looks like there's a little fuse hole right there. This should be interesting. Let's see what is underneath the cardboard. I'm gonna do this kind of slow because I don't want any stars flying out. All right, look at all these little stars. I'll grab a couple of these. Look at that little guy. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Cool. So that's the mine right there. So the lift goes right into the batch of stars, lights this fuse, and I would assume that it just lights all those stars off. There's really no need for any brake charge in here yet. Let's see how much that all weighs. So far we're at 10 grams. Now these shells, I'm telling you, they break really hard. So it looks like it goes from primer to clay into the brake, and then there's a clay plug up here as well. That clay plug looks pretty bad. Actually, that's cardboard. It just looked like clay. Anyway, we're not going to worry about that. Let's cut right into the shell because I really want to see how heavy these things are. Right now we are at a total of 10 grams. And man, I'm just cutting right through stars right now. I can hear it. You guys hear that? That crunching sound? Yeah, that happens when you cut through a star. Okay, this is kind of tough, but we're getting there. I just want to get it to a point where we can kind of break it open slowly. There we go. All right, we've got not enough bend. Okay, we're gonna do a few more. That should do it right there. So what I'm gonna do, and of course that stuff there, that's going into the cup as well. Don't worry, I'm not gonna miss any. Let's see, moment of truth. Oop, hang on, we got problems. Oh boy, I should have probably, there's really no easy way to do this, guys. Just bear with me. Holy cow. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. We're at 50 grams right now. Oh boy, that is a shell right there, let me tell you. Okay, we officially have all the stars, all the brake. The only thing left to add is this little bit of brake charge that didn't go in. Alright, I don't know if you saw that, but it just flickered over to 52. I have a feeling we're leaning more towards 52 grams here. These are solid canister shells, some of the best I've ever taken apart. I'll be brutally honest with you guys, it is very rare to find a canister shell that comes in at 51 grams. Most of them are right around that 35-42 range. I always knew deep down that these shells were loaded. In fact, that's why they are one of my favorite shells ever. You guys see me use them all the time. They're the Your Tube shells by T-Sky. So anyway, there we go. We've got them at 51, 52 grams, give or take. I got a feeling that some of the brocade shells and willows in here are right at that 60 gram marker. In fact, if we added the fuse and the primer saying we scraped it off, I'm sure we'd be at 53, 54 grams by now. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the what's inside. We are going to go out now and shoot this one off, and we're going to light that whole cup of powder on fire. And just in case you guys wanted to see what that looks like, look at all those stars. Those are actually really big stars. Let's see if I can get a few of those out of there. Okay, take a look at this. I don't know if that's going to focus. Yeah, look at the size of these little stars. Pretty cool. All right, let's go light some stuff. All right, here goes the little cup of powder that we so badly want to see. That was cool. It was like some special effects stuff. Type of stuff you see on stage at a magic show. Okay, here goes the black Your Tube shell. Mine to break. It's kind of windy out. So I don't know if you noticed that, but the mine was actually green, and then that brocade had green tips on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. These are definitely awesome shells. If you see them around the 4th of July, pick them up.